Hello, guys. Mumford Kid here back again. Your Alpha, the I'm the Geek High Lord of New York, is here. How's everybody doing on their end? Sorry for the little 8-minute delay. But today, guys, I have finally started. I have finally started the. I have finally started my journey with My Hero Academy. So, all today, um since I'm off work today. Today I was binge watching the first season of My Academy. I'm not finished. I think I'm on episode 13. I'm gonna finish it after. And I will be putting up overviews of each season, so you get to know my details about it. Um no, I have not seen Jurassic Park yet. I still have not seen Incredibles 2 yet, so please do not ask questions about that. Um, I've just been so busy. Like I said, I've been putting in a lot of hours, and that's been cutting into a lot of things. But soon everything should get back to normal. I'm just helping out my job, so it's kind of I'm putting in more. I'm working like 6 days a week now, so it kind of cuts into my leisure time in terms of watching stuff. I have not watched Luke Cage yet, so please don't ask me that. I'm just giving you guys, don't ask those questions. And if you see somebody in the chat asking those questions about Luke Cage or Incredibles or Jurassic Park, please kindly tell the other fellow pack members he hasn't seen that yet. Please don't ask questions about that. Okay. Um. So please don't ask questions about that. Okay. I have a little delay on the chat, like, because you guys be sometimes hitting me with questions too fast and I can't get to everybody. So I want to make sure your alpha gets to everybody's questions. So there will be a little bit of a delay in the questions. So be a little bit patient with that. Yes, guys, I'm wearing my reading glasses. Um, I was reading some comics as well earlier, and I forgot to take them off, but you know, it is what it is. Yes, I wear glasses. See, I wear reading glasses. I'm somewhat farsighted or nearsighted. I think I'm farsighted. Like when words are a little too small, I kind of squinch, so I need to wear these glasses at times. It is what it is. Um, but yeah, see, glasses. Um, what else I wanted to say? Oh, big once again another birthday. I said happy birthday to her yesterday. Yesterday was Rez's birthday. My Calypso's birthday yesterday, and I wanted to wish her a happy birthday once again. Uh Working on some few projects here and there. Um Fixing up other channels I have as well. Um Also, I wanted to um no, I talked about that already, so I don't need to talk about that. My well, I could talk about it again. My first Kickstarter that I I backed finally came in the mail last week, last Saturday. A comic. I will be reviewing it. I think I'll review it here, or it could be it. No, it's going to be on my Geek Ramble channel because that's for showcasing independent books. So definitely going to be on there. Yes, guys, I do have some comic reviews coming for you guys, and please stop asking me about Gabi when he's coming back with his comic reviews. He'll come back when he wants to. I think there's also computer problems, so just give him cut him some slack. um, I'm just the defending friend. I'm just tired of seeing a lot of people keep saying, "When is Gabi coming back? When is Blue Goblin coming back?" He's coming back when he comes back. Like, cut him some slack, okay? And some of the comments are being very disrespectful, and I don't like it. So cut him some slack. I'm serious with that. Cut him some slack. Uh, so without further ado, without getting too harsh and letting Hurricane come out. Don't want him to come out. Let's get to these questions, shall we? Okay. Now, first up, Nifri, hey, and thank you for the yin and yang sign. Dark Primus is here. What up? Dark Primus's first question is did you hear that Jared Leto has been casted as Morbius? Word? For what? For what? I, I know, and I until I hear it from a reliable source, and I'm not saying that you're not reliable, but until I haven't heard any kind of news, because usually any kind of geek news will pop up for me on my phone, and I have not seen anything like that. So no, and if that's the case, there could have been a better choice for Michael Morbius than Jared Leto. I'm just saying. Um, King. Hey Chris. Here's one for you: Ted Grant versus Muhammad Ali. I've done this. I've asked you this question before. Um, hold on. Okay, I've had that question asked me before: Ted Grant versus Ali, and we can't. You can't really say because one's real, one's fake. So you can't. I mean, yeah, we had Ali in the comics. I mean, he fought Superman. He beat Superman too. So but if you want me to be honest and look, I'm going with Ali. I can't. Would the Indominus Rex from Jurassic Park world make a good Godzilla opponent? Nope. The Dominus Rex is like this compared to Godzilla, who's over 60 feet tall. No, that's a slaughter right there. Um, Barry King, just went to see you brought in last night. Thank you. What? Okay. Perry asked me, what would Daredevil think of Ace, Ace attorney? I don't care. I don't know. I don't care about that. I don't. I really don't. That's just weird. I can't. I don't get that game. I don't know. Nice shirt, man. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Um, are you reading Gail Simone's Plastic Man? Of course I am. I posted it on my Instagram. I posted it. I sent it directly to Gail herself. Um, it's over there. No, it's over there. So yeah, I do. Of course, it's a mini series, but anything Gail Simone. First of all, that's kind of a really stupid question to ask me, Perry, because you know how I feel about Gail Simone. So you know anything that woman writes, I'm on top of it. Pause on that one. So yeah. Yeah, just saying. Nisha C is here. Hey, 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 hey. Most of these some of these people were watching me stream. I was gaming with stream gaming Sunday. I think I'll do it again. Maybe I'll go another round of Dead by Daylight with you guys. Play some more killers and uh, play some more survivors for you guys. And maybe I'll give you some gameplay of Dragon Ball Z Fighters. I, I don't know. I don't know. I got too many games. I could just hit you guys with some. Um, okay, Marion McDaniel. What is your reaction to Megatron becoming an Autobot in the IDW comic? Sorry if I spoiled it for you. Yeah, I've kind of fallen back on the Transformer comics for IDW. Um, okay, he must have had a change of face. I, I don't know what to think of that. Like, I, yeah, yeah, I'm, yeah. Okay, there you go. What's up, Chris? Hey, Devin. King, are you a fan of Rob Liefeld? No, I'm not. That guy can go fuck himself real quick. No, I'm not. This guy got a lot of nerve. he talks a lot of shit about Stanley, and you know what? Me go fuck himself with that one. You think a guy who's you're so happy that your character, especially your co-created character. Let's not forget that there's another guy that helped create Deadpool for you and Domino. So you seem to be lot to take a lot of credit. Fabian the Caesar also created those two characters, so you better calm down with that, my boy. So he got a lot of nerve. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of his artwork. I'm not a fan of him. Okay, I don't hate him, but I'm not a fan. Marion, what creature in folklore or mythology would you like to see fight Godzilla? None really, because they're not big enough. Not big enough. That's the problem. They're not big enough. Let's see. Moving on. Shadow God for you. Hey, question, and correct me if I'm wrong. But has Captain America crossed over with GI Joe? No, he hasn't. But that'd be really cool to see. Um, that would be really cool to see Cap crossover with the Joes. The latest now with the Joes is GI Joe crossed over is crossing over with the $6 million man actually. So yeah, but no, has not crossed over. Let's see. Next on the list is just want to make sure. All right. What the hell? All right. Anyway, let's see. Dark Primus said, "Have you read Brian Michael Bendis' Superman comic?" Yes, Man of Steel. I'm reading it now. Yeah. It's only a mini series, but yeah, I am reading it. Communicating with people on Twitter. Sorry. Yeah, guys, I'm starting now be doing double duties when I'm doing these things now. Power Rangers, Power Ranger Super Sentai. What's up, man? Hey, what up? Uh, oh, okay. Well, yeah, there is maybe one. Yeah, I would say maybe the Titans. From Greek mythology. Maybe the World Serpent. From Norse mythology. I forgot about that. But it's I'm just saying. Uh, yeah, there's all these Godzilla questions. I mean, I love the Big G. He's one of my favorite kaiju's. I got Godzilla up there looking down on me right now. So just stop looking at me like that. Godzilla versus Trigon. I want to say Trigon. Do you prefer Angry Hulk or Smart Hulk? Primus. I'm a little bit of both. A little bit of both, actually. What up, Omi? Enjoy watching your vids, especially do teens know from Monterrey, Mexico. Mexico, what's up? Um, Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's always good to see fans that I have from different countries. I got fans I got my Aussie pack members. I got my I got my pack members from my native birthplace, Germany. Um, I've got some from Brazil and Portugal, and now I'm seeing some more from Mexico. Gracias. There you go. Shadow God for you. Not a huge fan of it, right? Myself, Chris. I played the first game. It was fine. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of that. I didn't. That was when to me that's when Capcom really started to try to go outside the norm and try to make this and that. I mean, even when they put them in the fighting games, I'm like, why? Why? That was just really ridiculous to me. Would you rather spend a day with Batman or Superman? Superman. Uh, Superman. Yeah, I like Bruce, but Bruce just would probably be too brooding all the time, and I'm like, point me in where Dick is. Like, I'll go with Dick or Tim. Like, I don't want to be around you. Like, you're just gonna be brooding and stuff. At least I can get, I mean, I can get knowledge from both of them, but I'll take Superman. I'll take Clark. Big Breaker, are you a fan of Eminem's music? Of course I am. I have all of his albums, of course. Uh, Comic Freak X, what up, Sean? Strength of the bear or strength of a tiger? I'm gonna go with bear. Actually, tigers are good, but um, you ever seen a bear attack or just them fighting each other? That's just all muscle, right? Like maybe like 75% of their body mass is muscle. Like, just I was watching a series on Netflix called Animal Fights, where you seeing animals going at it with each other, and it was just then he showed these big grizzly bears fighting each other, and it's just like they're estimating how much just one of their swipes would is how much pressure is coming down with the swipe, and a full grown grizzly, that swipe when they're coming at you, that swipe is over 600 pounds of force. Bam! I'm like, you understand why that could kill a human, like, or just their amount of pressure when they're biting on something, and they have no fear. They come straight for you. A tiger is strong, but they're more of an ambush. They ambush people. They don't. They. You ever notice why when you see like the native Indians that live in these villages and they do go in the forest, why they wear masks on the back of their head? Because a tiger attacks from the back. They don't come at you. They don't come at you front, but a bear will come at you hedge, and he'll come and so strength of the bear, just like Brave Star. Notice Brave Star, Marshall Brave Star didn't have strength of the cougar. He had the strength of the puma. He had strength of the bear. So yeah, I go with strength of the bear. Definitely. Um, okay, got some more Godzilla questions. What do you think of King Ghidorah showing up in the next legendary Godzilla movie? Great. I always liked King Ghidorah. I always thought he was that opponent that would give the big G some problems. I'm like, I like that. Tim Raven, what do you think about Silk? What do you think about the Silk movie, Dumb Move? I talked about this before. Tim, um, Sony now wants to bring Cindy Moon and give her her own movie. In my opinion, yeah, let's skip May Parker, who should have had a movie. Okay, let's skip Julia Carpenter or Jessica Drew. Let's skip all those Spider Women that came before Cindy and give her a movie. It is a bad move, but let me clarify a little bit. It's a bad move, but it's also kind of a good move because it's also kind of an interesting move. I shouldn't say good move, but interesting move because of the fact that yes, when I look at different foundations of the geek community, the Asian geek community doesn't have a hero really out there in the movies, superhero wise, that they can identify with. Cindy Moon is Korean. I understand that part. That's why I'm like, okay, there now the Asian geek community can have somebody out there. Remember how much of a fuss they would make the geek community, the Asian geek community was making when Iron Fist was casted as a white guy? He should have been Asian. And reason why I disagreed with that, even to some of my favorite Asian writers like Marjorie Liu, I disagreed with that because that's stereotyping yourself. You're stereotyping yourselves because the character knows martial arts. You're stereotyping. That's something that Bruce Lee worked very hard not to stereotype himself as. But I understand where it's coming from. I'm not the biggest Silk fan. I'm not. I don't like I don't like her creation because I hate when writers and creators do that, retcon an established origin that's been established for more than 50 years, and you want to add something to it that makes no sense. There was no recollection of said character. And in that, Cindy Moon was bitten by the same spider Peter was bitten by, then she should have the same powers, not different abilities, or hell, even stronger than his. I'm like, wait, what? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. And that's why I feel it's a bad move. That's why. Okay. Next up, there isn't a kaiju I hate. Oh, that's fine. I don't hate any kaiju really. Um, what are your thoughts on the stupid women's Money in the Bank uh finish and Alexa winning the belt? I didn't like it. That should have went to my queen, Becky Lynch. It should have went to her. Um, I don't understand what was the point. If that was the point of Alexa, why did she lose to Nia then? She shouldn't have lost then. If you're gonna continue to keep Alexa with the title, and then what I also don't like is that you got Mickey James being nothing more than her surrogate hype woman, and I hate that. I'm like, Mickey is so much better than that. She's so much better than that. She still got a title running her, but you got her being. I don't like it. Seeing Ronda beat the crap out of her was great. I'm like, that's exactly how a match should go with Ronda and Alexa. She gets whooped. Not no fighting. No, it's just a slaughter. It's almost exactly how when they had Cena get squashed by Brock Lesnar. That's exactly how a match should go with Alexa. Alexa gets one punch and Ronda takes it like, bitch, that's it, and hits her one time and that's it. That's the same thing. But I did not like it. I think it's stupid. I think creative is just getting sorely they're losing all aspects of a lot of things, and they better do something because we're seeing it, and I know they know we're seeing it. The fans are seeing it, and we're getting tired of it, and it is getting tiring. Uh, Chris Douche, you should do more. I should do what? I don't need to do anything. I don't need to do anything unless I want to do it. And as of right now, um, those vids are not on my mind to do right now in terms of reacting. Um, it's funny how everybody seems to want me to do that. Um, but my contact who sends me the videos, Jenny, always says to me, whenever you're ready, here it is. Never asks when is it going up. So don't ask. If you ask, I'm not doing them. And I tell everybody that, who especially those who just come to my channel for those videos. If you are a subscriber, a pack member, you come for everything. That's how I do. That's how I am with the people I'm subscribed to. I come for every video. Even if I don't comment on everything, I come for everything. It's just the way it is. Equivalent exchange. Full Metal Alchemist. Believe it. Do you listen to Kid Rock? I listen to Kid Rock. Not as much, but I do listen to him. Um, uh, KM, you asked me, would I love to see? I would love to see Black Panther crossover with Wonder Woman and the Amazons. Yeah, that'd be cool. Be cool. Shadow God, barely going to therapy. OW creative should be. Yeah, that was stupid too. I don't know where they're gonna go with this, but seeing Bailey beat the shit out of Sasha Banks was great. I loved it. I don't think it's a heel turn. People need to stop thinking it's a heel turn. Reason why it's not a heel turn because here was key thoughts right here. One, when Bailey came back, what did she say? Kurt, let me explain. Right there, if that was a heel turn, that's one. If it was a heel turn, she would have not apologized. She would not apologize like, oh, let me explain. No, she would have said, Kurt, like Kurt would have said something, but then she would have said, yeah, go screw yourself. This is perfect. It's time for Bailey to kind of evolve her character a little bit. She could still be that kind of, but also have that point like I'm not gonna be taking this crap no more from Sasha. Sasha, just the way I mean, just look at all that stuff that's going on. It's like Would you take it? No. There you go. Um, do you want a cinematic universe for Toho? No, I don't. Um, I would like a crossover between Greenland and Guardians of the Galaxy. That would be pretty interesting. Um, an X-Men story that you recommend I should. I don't read enough of them. Uh, um, the the Mutant Massacre, Dark Phoenix Saga, um, the 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 rise and fall of the Shi'ar. Um, there's a bunch of stories. There's so many stories, and congratulations to Gambit and Rogue. They tied the knot. Gambit and Rogue are officially now husband and wife. Um, Marvel, you pulled a bait and switch, and as I'm a little heated at it, but I gotta applaud you. That was as much as y'all hyped it up. I was like, "Oh, Kitty and Colossus getting married," and nope, it was Gambit and Rogue, my Rogue, Anna Marie Darkholm, Darkholm, getting married. Um, but yeah, uh, but yeah, thank you. Hold on, I got messages. All right, let's see what's going on. I told you. Anyway, people saying they stopped by the Q&A. Thank you. Okay. Next up. Let's see. Let's see next up. Okay. Marion asked me, "What is your favorite incarnation of Dracula?" Mine is the one played by Gary Oldman in 1991's Dracula remake. Gary Oldman did a great job as Dracula. Still, always got to go with Bela Lugosi. Still, can't beat the classic look. Can't, never could beat that. Well, always when I think of Dracula, I always think of Bela Lugosi's Dracula. The other version of Dracula I think of is Marvel's version. I like his version. You know, white hair, kind of pale, glowing red eyes. I like that. That'd be great if Dracula shows up in MCU sometime real soon. That'd be great. I love it. Have you started? Okay, here's the first question about Luke Cage. I just said that in the beginning. No, I have not watched any of Luke Cage yet. So no. Olivia Rogers accent. No, I have not. Um, let's see. Let's see. Um, okay, let me keep going. Keep going. Like I said, doing double duties, guys. Twitter and this. uh, but it's cool. All right, let's see. Okay, King. Are you a fan of Justice League of China? I like Keenan Kong. I do like Keenan Kong. Um, I do like that, but I really wish the Justice League of China wasn't just Chinese versions of the Justice League. There's a Batman of China, a Wonder Woman of China. I really wish they had a the Justice League of China, in my opinion, in the DC universe is the Great Ten. If you don't know who that is, research it. You'll know who I'm talking about. And I really wish they'd have kept them instead of just making a Chinese version of Superman. I like Keenan Kong, but it's just like he's just a Superman, just an Asian version of Superman. What games do you don't like? What games? any console games? Not really. I mean, most games. I mean, I don't. Uh, I'm not really into. Oh, you said console games. Any no console games, but I'm not really into World of Warcraft. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I'm not into The Sims. Really, I don't really kind of like care about those games. But I don't hate any game. I don't hate them because once again, these are people putting their hard-earned time into making these games. But yeah, I don't really have too many balks on it. Superman, Nifri, Superman Volume 4, a third issue 39 shows why I love Superman. This is an all-powerful godlike being took the time to do something for some sick kids. Man of Steel was a great art. Well, there's even a better one where he put everything on hold to comfort a girl who was going to jump. She was going to commit suicide. So yeah, that's even a better. What is your favorite crossover from DC? Some of the older ones. I love the Spider-Man, Batman. Those two. I love the Justice League Avengers crossover. That's probably one of my favorites. Because George Perez and all the they truly showed respect to both sides. Most crossovers, they play politics basically. Make this one character look better, especially if the character is has more range or more years on them. Look. As much as I like the Batman Ninja Turtles crossover, they made the Turtles look inferior to Batman, and I hated that. I was like, no, stop. Yes, he's got about maybe 30 more years or so over them, but stop. That's not cool. Um, I like the Teen Titans X-Men crossover. Um, the the Justice League Power Rangers crossover was pretty good as well. So yeah, and of course can't forget both Batman and the Shadow crossovers. That that was good stuff right there. Hey Chris, cats or dogs? Both. Both. I'm about to get a cat actually. So now that my landlord, we're allowed to have cats now. I'm going for a Maine Coon, uh, the gentle giants of the feline. Can't have a dog, but um, I love dogs too. Once I think when it's time for me to move out of here, out of this apartment, and I got to find a place where I can allow dogs because I know exactly what dog I want, or and just okay. DC pushes more of their magic and science characters. Just my opinion. Somewhat, yeah, but as of right now, who they pushing now in terms of magic outside of John, Doctor Fate's not really getting pushed. Zatanna is not really getting pushed. So it's somewhat true, but then somewhat not true. Right now, for Marvel, Doctor Strange is probably the biggest, still getting pushed. And not too many people else, So look at it from that point of view. Um, Alexa Bliss doesn't need the title to get over. Yeah, well, tell that to tell that to creative because since she's moved over to the main roster, she's been champ ever since. But she's already been 5-time champ, and it hasn't even been like over a year really. That's ridiculous. That's my problem also with WWE's like they don't let these title reigns matter. They don't. And somebody will throw in, oh, but Brock Lesnar. No, it don't. His is probably the worst. His is probably the worst. And that's why I say all the time, get rid of that stupid red belt. Get rid of it. Bring back bring an updated version, a bigger version of the undisputed title or something like that. Make that count. Make it feel like a championship belt. I'm not saying that a champion needs to be on the on the program defending the title every night? No, but be there. Rock is not there. He is, and it's like it's ridiculous. It's like, and I'm tired of that. I'm like, get that belt off him. Don't give it to Roman Reigns. Don't give it to him. Like enough of that. He's had his shine. Give it to somebody else. Um, Let me see. Shadowgraph, you would you who would you cast as Sin in a future Captain America movie? Ooh, man. It's kind of funny because I could have seen Scarlett Johansson playing her. Uh, I could have seen Scarlett Johansson playing Sin, Red Skull's daughter. Um, I can see Mila Djokovic playing her. I can see Eva Green playing her. I could see Kate Beckinsale playing her. I could see a couple because I kind of like them as bad girls. They're pretty good. I could see a couple of them playing. Uh, Natalie Dormer. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm gonna stop with that one. Okay. Let's move on. Cameron Jonda is the female Brock. Actually, she's kind of. They seem to now want to be pushing her like uh, the female Stone Cold. Look at what she did. She beat up the ref. She judo flipped Kurt Angle. I was did that with ease. I was like, oh my god, it was yeah. She did it. Is WWE getting way too soft? It's not about it's down. It's not about them getting soft. It's because of the fact that they're a publicly traded company now. They're in limelight now, so they have to be careful with a lot of stuff now. There are more, and let's be honest, there are more kids now going to these events and watching now, so they have to be more careful. But I'm not saying that they can't go because look at NXT. Look at that. Look how great that is. There has not been an NXT event that I said flat off the bat that sucked. No takeover has sucked, and you know that's for real. Let me see. What are your thoughts on the newest God of War game, and would you like? What did you think? I have still not even picked it up and played it yet. I have it over there. I have not played it yet, but I will. But so far, and of course, I enjoy it. Oh man, would you like to see a Phantom Black Panther crossover? Oh hell yeah! I would love to see that. That would be great. Especially because the fandom is in Africa. He, Bengali is in Africa. It's not in the South Pacific as they always they did in the movie. Are you a fan of Titans of Tomorrow? Mm, um, Comic Freak X. Another strength question, huh? All right. Um, Strength of a buffalo slash bison or a bull. I'm going with the bison. Once again, you ever seen bisons go at it? Like literally go at it. Bulls are, but bison, that that huge big head of that is nothing but pure muscle, and to see them just it's crazy. Go on Netflix and look up animal fights, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Um, can't go wrong with Castlevania's Dracula. No, can't go wrong either. Darth Primus. Which Avengers comics would you recommend reading? Which you would recommend reading? The original. Always stick with the originals. The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Ed McGuinness and Jason Aaron's now writing it. I love the lineup. It's great. But yeah, New Avengers. Brian Michael Bendis's New Avengers run was great. Um, the way he pushed Luke Cage was great. You got to thank Brian Michael Bendis for everything he's done for Luke Cage. He gave him a wife, made him a daddy, made him leader of the Avengers. He's done so much for that character. Always give him thanks. Uncanny Avengers is pretty good. That came out after what was that? What event was that? I think that was X Men versus Avengers. Yeah, I think that was when that was actually a good run. It was a 6 man team. They were the Unity Squad. You had six Avengers, three Avengers, three X Men. The original team was Captain America, um, Thor. What was the other? I'm forgetting the other Avenger. I think it was Scarlet Witch. I think with Havoc, Rogue, and Wolverine. That was a good team. Um, but stick with the original. I always recommend the original. If you can't keep up with every Avengers title, because there's not a lot of Avengers titles anymore, um, but yeah, when there was, I was reading mostly all of them: the Secret Avengers, the New Avengers, the Mighty Avengers. I was reading them all. It was crazy. Um, could John? This from KM. I just that's my nickname for you. Could John eventually become greater than his father? We talking Jonathan, Superman's son. Yeah, he could. Every father wants that, so yeah, I wouldn't see why not. Uh, Olivia Rogers, Death of Superman hasn't officially been released on DVD yet, but just saw it online and it was really good. Blows Batman versus Superman, Justice League, and the cheap 2007 out of the water. That's good. That's good to hear. And that's only part one. There's part two. There's another part coming up. I have the 2007 one, and even when I watched that one, I was like, man, they just chopped up everything of that storyline into one, and just like putting the sheet and it popped it out. There you go. Even I was like, man, they rushed this. This was just purely rushed. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that. The only thing I think a lot of people don't like, the friends that I know that have talked to me about it, is just they don't like that it's in the new 52 like style. Other than that, they're cool with it. Deadpool stopped a girl from jumping. Yeah, I remember that one too. Would you like to see Marvel and DC crossover again one day? Hell yeah, I would. Yeah, you're never gonna see that until Dan Dildo and Fat Casada are out of the companies. You'll never see it because those two got the biggest egos. Let me see. So sorry, guys. Like I said, tweeting as well. Let's see. Next up, Travis, underrated wrestlers. There's a bunch of them. I don't even. It's just too many. Nero Masud. How are you liking Hero Academy? Oh my God! Finally, someone asked me. Yes. Okay. Um, I'm almost finished with the first season. I'm watching it all in subtitle, and because I prefer a lot of anime in subtitle, I get more emotion from the Japanese dialogue than from the English dub sometimes, and that's just me. I'm loving it. I actually love it. This is nothing more than a big love letter to American comics. That's all this is. That's all this is. And for anybody out there that says the Japanese don't know how to show respect, you are sadly mistaken. This is nothing more than a big love letter. That first episode did exactly what it was meant to do, get me emotionally involved with the main protagonist, and it did. It did that real quick. Izuka is very passionate, and I see a little bit of myself in him, and I'm just like, oh my God, like this. I love it. I love the characters. I love the heroes. The villains are creepy as fuck, especially that I'm forgetting the guy's name, but he's got hands all over his face. It's like this guy is fucking creepy. Um, All Might is he's like Superman, Captain Marvel, Captain America mixed, all in one. I'm like, yo, this dude is great. I love the fact that he names all his smashes after states. Texas smash. It's just like I'm like, wait, Detroit smash. I'm like, okay, so you got 50 of those smashes, huh? So it's so funny, but yeah, well, it's great. I'm loving it. I'm really loving the show. I will be giving overviews of each season when I finish, so you expect to see those guys. But you guys, my pack, have been always asking me to, have you seen Hero Academy and all that? And I've always said no. I haven't gotten to it yet. I have to finish watching some animes that I haven't finished watching yet, and I finally weaned down my anime list to the point where I finished watching some animes that I was trying to get finished. And today I was like, you know what? I'm gonna binge watch the first season, and I did. And well, I'm not finished yet because I had to pause some stuff. Sometime I had to go out and so. But yeah, thank you Hulu for that. Yeah. Um, Eddie Cruz, did you like Digimon? Of course, Eddie. I love Digimon. I love Digimon more than I like Pokemon. And I know that may be an unpopular answer, but it's true. I always like Digimon more than Pokemon. Um, I love the Digimon. I love the human characters. I love the progression of the characters. Um, and we don't see that in Pokemon. We don't see progression. We see digression, especially with Ash. It's like Ash should be how old now? He should be almost a damn master. Like when these trainers come at him, he should be like, okay, throw a Pokemon and beats them almost like this, but he don't. It's just ridiculous. Um, DC needs to stop with Wildstorm. I swear they messed up my girl Void with that look. I'm behind on Wildstorm, so I'm sorry. I don't know what she looks like. Um, I was a little kind of turned back when they showed Zelek. I was like, whoa, mm, that's my girl Zelek. Yo, chill with that. But yeah, I'm more of a Pokemon guy, hermano. I had to say that. Uh, Travis, should they remake Highlander the series? No, they don't. They don't need to. I heard they were. I don't know if they're still going along with that remake movie that um Ryan Reynolds was going to be playing Connor. Uh, no, Duncan. He was going to play Duncan McLeod, not Connor. Uh, but no, they don't need to remake the Highlander animated the series. Keep it where it was. It's great. Some stuff just doesn't need to be remade, especially if it's not in demand for it. Just leave it alone. Leave it classics be the classics. What would happen if Batman and Daredevil swap places with Batman? If Batman was defender of Hell's Kitchen and Daredevil was a protector of Gotham. Ooh, that's a good question. Because once again, if you've never been to New York, none of you ever been to New York, where I'm, and Hell's Kitchen is not even that big. In the comics, they make Hell's Kitchen like it's a big section of Manhattan. It's not. It's like 2 blocks. I'm dead serious. It's Hell's Kitchen is like 2 blocks, and that's it. But I think Batman would be miserable, in like because he's only defending one section, knowing that the city is full of heroes. It's full of he would feel so like I'm supposed to protect this place. It's supposed to be just be me. I could see that right now. He would be so miserable. Um, Matt, I think he would look at it as a challenge that I think he would step up to the plate to take on. Could you imagine the what how Ra's al Ghul would look at Daredevil? Like he'd probably be more impressed at Daredevil than Batman. Just the fact that he's somewhat blind. Like whoa, like this, you're blind and you do all this. So yeah, I think he'd be amazed at Daredevil. Um, what is your favorite incarnation of Megatron? Mine is the one from Transformers Prime. Always got to go with the classics. I'm a child of the '80s, Marion. So always the classic look. Always. Prime was great. It was a Prime was great because it was a show of respect to the original design, just adding a little bit different. And plus, Frank Welker doing the voice, the original Megatron, still doing the voice, still proving that he can do it. Um, so yeah, still got to go with the original, man. Nifri, as much as I hate the character, but Mrs. Icy title reign mattered. Yeah, I didn't say that. Trigon versus Surtur. I've answered this question before. Um, I say Surtur only by a little bit of an edge. Who is your favorite female comic character? This is from KM. Favorite female comic character of all time. Number one is Rogue from the X-Men. I love Rogue. She is my favorite character before everybody else. Female comic character before everybody else. Before Storm, before Carol Danvers, before Wonder Woman, before Misty Knight, before Valkyrie, before Jean Grey. It's Rogue. Did you like the Undisputed Era versus Danny Burch versus Oni Lorcan? Yes, I did. That was a great match. And I thought Birch and Oni were gonna pull it off. I thought they had that, and I would have loved to see I love to see another rematch with them. That was a great match. That was a real good match. I love that. Um, I would love to see a reboot Ninja Gaiden game. Mm, no, I don't know. I don't think they need to reboot that yet. Just keep it going with the original. Just keep it going. Uh, maybe a Shinobi, less harder, but not Ninja Gaiden. Well, that's just me. King Prairie. Do you want Batman to crossover with the Spirit again? Um, yeah, only if DC, only if Dynamite was writing it. I don't want DC writing it. I want Dynamite writing it because the Spirit is with Dynamite now, and thank you for giving them that. All right, next up, keep going. Keep it going. Shadow Goth, what are your full thoughts on Nick Spencer's Captain America run for both Steve and Sam? I didn't hate it. I understood. I know what he was trying to do. It was just his thoughts. I think with Sam, I think Mr. Spencer went too political with it. I think he went too political. Oh, Sam is black, so we got to keep him kind of grounded in the black community. I felt that was like a real like okay, you're pushing that too much. Don't push that too much. Even with the whole when they started doing the whole, we started seeing a lot more cops, involvement in black shootings. They did that with Rage. I'm like, really? Like, whoa, okay, come on. Like, if they'd have calmed that down a little bit, I would have loved his run even more. But they kept him. Spencer kept Sam too political, and sometimes you can't. A comic can't be too political. I know he was trying to just bring attention to the issues, these current issues, but he was shoving it in our faces too much. And with Cap, with the whole Captain Hydra stuff, it was only a matter of time. It was like, this ain't gonna last. I knew it. Would you love to see a Justice League, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Justice? Nah. No, I really wouldn't. If there's gonna be any characters I want to see the Turtles crossover with, Spider Man would be great. Daredevil would be great. Um, Maybe the X Men for sure. The X Men for sure. Um, for sure. Twitter. Um, Hold on. Some burning. Like something burning. All right. Let's see. Okay. Marion, if you were to make your own incarnation of Godzilla and King Ghidorah, what what new powers would you have them give them, and what would their personalities be? Sorry for the many Godzilla questions. Um, mm, Godzilla. I don't know. I wouldn't change them really too much. If I was to do Godzilla, um, I think I'd give him some atomic eye beams, like he could shoot eye beams and stuff, or light his tail on fire, or atomic uh, blazing claws, like like when he gets in, like or something like that. So that'd be something kind of cool. Personality wise, they could stay the same. Godzilla's Godzilla's smart. He's not dumb. He's not just some big dumb radioactive dinosaur. He's pretty smart, which I like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but has Batman ever crossed over with Spawn? Yes, he has, Darth. He's crossed over with Spawn, and he actually taken Spawn to the limit, which is bullshit. I'm not joking about that. Him and Spawn beat each other up, and they wore each other out. I couldn't believe this. I'm looking at this like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, really? Both of them huffing and puffing. Word? Give me a break. Um, Comic Freak X, do you want to see Darkhawk in the MCU? Absolutely. I love Chris Powell. Chris Powell, I love Darkhawk. He is the Marvel equivalent to one of my favorite Japanese heroes, Sho Fukamachu, the Guyver. Um, and you can look at you. I've always would love to ask Tom DeFalco, like when y'all were creating Darkhawk, were you looking at the Guyver as inspiration? Because I see similarities of them like this, just like this. Both are young, both got alien tech, very powerful too. It is what it is. But yes, I would love to see that. Um, Season two gets even better. I'm sure it does get better. I'm sure it does. AJ Daniels, hey Chris, what time is it? Q&A time, open mic time. Yeah. So, uh, if both Spider-Man and Batman switch bodies, that would be a cool and funny comic. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. Especially, it would probably be interesting for Peter, because he's got to get used to all these gadgets and someone like, okay, which side is the batarangs, and or not trying to be funny or crack jokes against his villains, but it'd be weird. It'd just be funny. I like the first season of Digimon. Watch. Uh, you should watch Digimon Try. That was great too. Okay. Marion asked me, would you like to see Hulk and Akuma throw down? Just play Marvel versus Capcom. There you go. Uh, but yeah, somewhat. Adam Stabelli. Hey, Adam. Chris, any famous female comic villains that you'd like to see Anne Hathaway play? Hmm. I'm a fan of Anne Hathaway too. I'm a fan of hers. Uh, I could see her playing Cersei's for some strange reason. I can see her playing a lot of magical characters. I can see her playing Morgan Le Fay. I can see her playing. Uh, I can see her playing. What is her name? Uh, I'm forgetting her name right now. Man, what is her name? Oh God, I can't. I can see her playing the Scroll Queen as well for some reason. I don't know why I can see her as a scroll, but I can. I just Ninjak versus Batman would be pretty cool. Yeah, it would be. I love Ninjak, one of my favorite Valiant characters. Christopher Justin Walker. The Luke Cage new season. What do you think of Nightshade and I? Um, uh, I can't say. Yeah, I can't say. Can't really say that because I haven't watched it yet. Okay. um, Comic fan. What is your favorite episode of Batman the Animated Series? I've said this plenty of times. Uh, Heart of Ice is one of them. When they introduced Mister Freeze, I love that episode. So there you go. That's one of my favorites. I've answered. I get that question a lot. Did you enjoy reading Amazing Spider-Man: Renew Your Vows? Hell yeah, I enjoyed that. That's what I wanted. What any Spider-Man fan wanted to see. Peter raising his child. He has a child. He's married to MJ. All this other stuff is great. Uh, Dark Primus asks me, would you like to see a crossover between Daredevil and Hellboy? Mm, eh, mm, Hellboy and Doctor Strange would be better. Or Hellboy and Blade, better. Even better. Hi, Chris. Dylan, what's up? Shadow God for you. Here's a challenge for you. How would you do the Secret Empire event, but anime style? I don't know. I really don't know. Um, Maybe something like they did in Naruto with the, you know, yeah, something like that. Yeah. Do you think we'll ever get America Chavez solo film since I'm interested in showing representation of diversity? She doesn't need a. She doesn't need a. She doesn't need a solo movie. Not everybody needs a solo movie. She can appear. She can debut in somebody else's movie. Not everybody needs a solo movie. Um, but sure, of course, sure. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they will be bringing her in after what I heard Kevin Feige say. So I believe so. Can I get a X-Men Doom Patrol team up, please? Then you better start talking to do you know who those two dumb butts that are heads at whatever. What? Wait, what's okay? I'm okay. What games do you see remake? Okay, are you trying to say what games do I want to see remade? Is that what you're trying to say? Uh, um, um, Dino Crisis would be one. Dino Crisis be one. Um, I would like to see a Nintendo remake Kung Fu. I would love to see that. Excite Bike would be great. Yeah, those are a couple. Aquaman's film. Do you think it has potential to save the DC since it's in a tough spot right now after the disappointment of box office of Justice League? It would be a start. Right now, it's up to Aquaman and Captain Marvel, and of course, we're getting Wonder Woman 84. So, and I have no doubts that that's going to be good. Um, but yeah, Kevin Feige gave some advice to the DCU about that they need to look at Richard Donner's Superman as kind of and he wasn't trying to be hurtful. He was like that's where they should go. He's not trying to stay. He was not trying to be like suck it DC. That's why you're failing. No, he was just being given some advice, some good advice that maybe DC should start looking at. Comic fan. What do you think of Kristen Wiig's as uh, Wonder Woman 84? Because that's what it's called. It's not called Wonder Woman 2. It's called 84. Big Bad. She's gonna play Cheetah, Barbara Minerva. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how they do that. But I'm looking for some badass fighting. I always love a good Cheetah Wonder Woman fight because it's almost basically hand to hand, and I love that. Like if it's basically a martial arts fight. If they can pull something off like that, I'm gonna love it. Where it's really Miss Godot basically just hand to hand, like wop wop block block punch punch block block. Then maybe using the lasso pull it in and pop pop pop. I would love that. That would be great. Indeed. See, Power Girl versus Wonder Woman Bloodlust. Um, I think they fought before, and Wonder Woman beat Karen. Yeah, she did. Comic Free who's your favorite cosmic Marvel characters? Oh wow. Oh, okay. Well, Surfer, of course. Um, I'll throw Richard Rider Nova in there. Quasar. I'm exclude the Guardians because I think everybody knows about the Guardians. Moondragon, uh, Captain Marvel, and his children. All his children are great. Um, I like Cosmo, the dog. The telepathic dog. He's great. Um, of course, Galactus. I exclude Thanos too. Um, it is those are a bunch. I just named a bunch. I got more, but those are a bunch. Um, is there a female character in MCU in your opinion who is the most attractive villain? Oh God, uh, I can't tell you because pretty much they all are attractive in somewhere. So I can't even say that. That's here. That's that. Yeah, that's the wrong question to be asking me, dude. Uh, and then, hey, yo, so Chris, you would give Godzilla laser claws from Zoid's. No, like they could, his claws can heat up like atomic claws, like shoo, things like that. Be kind of cool. Kind of, would who? Hey, damn it! Who do you think? Who do you think will stay dead after Infinity War? I'm thinking Gamora. Are you saying Gamora? You spelt it wrong. I don't want to be um, a grammar, but you spelt it wrong. It's Gamora. Gamora. Gamora is dead. Could be. Um, I know it's not Drax because Batista or Dave Batista already kind of let that slip. That yeah, he'll be in Guardians 3. So yeah. Uh, answer was Vader. Oh, okay. I didn't know what you. Yeah, rest in peace, Vader. Uh, also rest in peace. Michael Jackson's father passed away today. This is starting to remind me of a certain year again. Big Cass fired. Yeah, he got released. He didn't get fired. He got released. Um, I want to say I'm feel bad, but I don't. I really don't. It's funny how he and Enzo got released, but Carmella's still around. Screw the DC. Let's get a Wildstorm milestone universe cinematic universe. I wouldn't say screw them because I wouldn't say that. They still are a work in progress. They have all these ideas, but there's no execution. All these they want to bring all these characters out with movies, but creative wise, you're not letting the creativity flow. And in my opinion, that would happen to Wildstorm, and that would happen to Milestone. Take your time, just like how Valiant is taking their time with their movies. That's to do it. Stop trying to play catch up with Marvel. Marvel has 10 years under their notch where to get their things right. Stop trying to do that. And that's the problem I have with Warner Brothers and DC. They are trying to play catch up. They keep trying to play catch instead of going at their own pace. Do you remember Marvel Nemesis Imperfect? Yeah, I remember that game. Didn't really like it. The series was okay, but I didn't like it. How do you feel? This is Justin Moore. How do you feel about maybe having a Storm origin story in Black Panther 2 sequel where we see Storm having a connection with T'Challa as a love interest and maybe Nikia, her villainous character. That would be it'd be all right, but it'd be stupid because you're that's just you're once again you're throwing in this character just to make this character into her villainous side. I get that, but it's just like right now the deal between Fox and Disney seems to be going through even more, which is cool. But is the question is, yeah, how are they going to introduce the X-Men into the MCU? And I keep saying it, it's going to have to play up probably during some sort of event with Avengers 4. Like they mess with time so much that they alter some things, and that'd be cool. That'd be cool. That's how they introduce mutants and the FF and everything like that. Like they mess with they alter time that these characters now exist and kind of making the world feel a little bit more like the Marvel comics where, okay, yeah, this happened and this happened. Yeah, we don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. Oh, Chris, are you familiar with the franchise Bubblegum Crisis? Yes, never watched it. Oh no, Chris, it's time for Vader. Yeah, yeah, I said that. Okay. Uh, name your core reason why Mira Hill is comics pisses you off because she's a bitch. She's a bitch. Um she is just like Amanda Waller. That's exactly what she is. She kind of is Marvel's Amanda equivalent to Amanda Waller. She's a bitch. I can't stand this character. I like her cinematic version, but her comic counterpart, I hate her. I hate her. This is part. This time, I've never wanted a character to die more than her. I'm like, she thinks she is all that. She has a huge ego, vain as fuck too, and I can't stand. It. I'm like, God dang, somebody smoke this girl. Like, put a bullet to her head, please. Like, I'm tired of her. I get so sick of her, you know. So whenever I read fan fictions or so, and they killed her off, I'm like I get kind of get off on it. I'm like, good, good riddance. Marion, who is your number one slasher? Mine is between Jason and Michael Myers. Slasher, I'd kind of go with the same thing. I think more Michael Myers than Jason because why Jason? Why Michael Myers? Because Jason he got kind of more supernatural over time. Mike Myers not so much until later. Uh, I can't wait till this new one. Well, it's not really a new one. It's actually continued where the first story left off. Everything else never happened. So yeah. Um, do you think Mantis in the Marvel Universe should possibly learn some fighting combat and develop it more legit? Yeah. Hopefully she does. Because comic, she's a badass. She's a martial artist in general. Um, so yeah. Come on. Um, so yeah. uh, let's see. Wait, love for blood pressure. Oh, let's see. What was I talking about? Oh, King. Um, I'd love to see. Oh, Suprema. Supreme. I think yeah, she was her. You mean Supreme? Um, from yeah, she was also yeah I know yeah she could work too. I could see that. Um, Chris, have you watched any Common Rider series? Not as much. I'm not the biggest Common Rider fan. I know about Common Rider, but I'm not the biggest Common Rider fan. I haven't watched that in a long time. Rest in peace, X. Tend to come. Yeah, I guess. I mean, no disrespect. I didn't listen to the guy, so, but death's a death. Rest in peace. How would you feel if Shuri and Peter Parker in the Marvel have a romantic chemistry with each other later on in the future? I don't know. That's a little weird. I find that weird because it's like Peter is supposed to be like what 16, 17 in this, and it would be weird. It'd be just like, wait a minute. So how'd that happen? Like, okay, like I don't know. I could see them being friends, but not like that. No. Hellboy and Etrigan would be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be cool too. What would be the strangest way to defeat Thanos? Doctor Strange coming to bargain Bargain, Star Lord distracting him with a dance off, or Ant Man enlarging himself inside of Thanos. If Ant Man enlarges himself in Thanos and breaks, that's Mortal Kombat. That'd be the most ruthless. Um, the dance off would be just strange. Wouldn't happen, but yeah. Chris, book this fantasy match: the Shield versus the Big Boss Man and the Authors of Pain. Um, rather be it Roman Reigns and the Authors of Pain or something like that. I don't know. Okay, Chris, another time. Who would you cast as Faye Laville, aka, you mean, well, she's not called Quasar anymore. She's Captain Marvel's daughter is just called Faye Laville. Faye Lavelle now. She's not Quasar anymore. Uh, it's funny because I could have seen who plays Nebula playing her, but Karen Gillian. That's what I'm trying to remember. Yeah. I could see Natalie Dormer playing her too. The short hair, man. Um, I could see her. I can see. It'd be really cool. Be cool if you get Katie Sackhoff to play her, because we all wanted Katie Sackhoff to play Captain Marvel. Think about that. Yeah. And more rules. Have fun, guys. Oh, hey, yeah. All right. Next up, would you like to see a JSA New Avengers crossover? Any JSA a crossover to any Avengers I take. Hell yeah. I told you guys before, I'm more of a JSA. I'm a bigger JSA fan than the Justice League. Justin Walker and oh, god damn it, I saw that. Justin Walker. Okay, okay, man. Okay, all right, slow it down with the questions, dude. So I'm trying to keep up with everybody's questions. Let me catch up now. Um, what was your initial action to the characters who died in it, or versus the characters that evaporated by Thanos' snap of his fingers? Um, pretty much the same. I feel I knew Loki was gonna die. Um, little was a little shocked that Heimdall died, but I was just like, okay. But the snap of the finger, I think it started to get to me. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming because I read the story that this is based off of, so I knew it was happening. But it started, I think, with Panther. It started with Panther when the waterworks started coming, and it really happened when Peter. That's when it got me. I was like, okay, that's it. I think his was the just the worst. His was the worst. Even Bucky's. I just more like said, Steve lost Bucky again, again. That's all I said. But with Peter, that that got me. Mr. Stark, I'm not feeling too well. I'm like, and I was just like, oh God, that one got me. Um, have done that before. Favorite quirk on My Hero. I can't really say all because I'm still in the first season, but I love Frog. I love the Frog Girl. I like her. She's great. Um, I love 13. I knew 13 was gonna be, and I'm like, this dude is in like a space suit. Something wrong with something. This dude got to have some kind of cool power, and he's just a black hole. I'm like, that's so cool. I love All Might because he's like a combination of characters I love. Um, I like um, I'm forgetting the Gravity Girl. I'm forgetting her name. The names I'm still working on their names. Um, I also like the Ida, Ilda, the dude with the rockets in his calves. I like the kind of nasty, dude. I'm like, yo, how you got rockets in your calves? That's nasty. But um, most of the Academy is cool. Like I like all the characters. Um, it's just that you're always gonna have the stereotypical bully slash rival in these. I'm like, yeah, I knew right off the bat the blonde, who's the fire. I'm forgetting his name right now too. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna be like that rival. But I'm loving Hero Academy. It's good stuff. Such a love letter to comics, American comics, I should say. Have you seen Cloak and Dagger series yet? Um, what's good, Chris? Yo, what's up, Ken? Let's see. Is it true? Is it true to your knowledge that they are making a Silver Sable Catwoman film, or is it just gossip rumor? No, they stopped it now. They were gonna do it, and I'm kind of glad they did. It was going to be called Black and Silver. Stupid. Um, what would you like to see a Werewolf by Night and Ghost Rider series? I get this question answered a lot, and I say the same thing. Yes, I'd like to see their Werewolf by Night, Jacob Russoff, and I don't care which Ghost Rider. I mean, well, no, actually, that's not true. I do care because I would want it to be either Johnny Blaze or Dan Kench. I like um, Robbie Reyes, but you can probably assume it would be Robbie Reyes because we saw him already. Indeed. Um, I don't. I'm just saying. Um, let's see. Next up, in almost time. I'm about to try to wrap this up in a little while. But let's see. DJH most anticipated movie of the rest of the year, or that's it? Because uh, I don't have any more because I think most. Well, I mean, I still got ones on my list, but I'm looking forward to Creed 2. I'm looking forward to Mission Impossible. I'm looking forward to Equalizer 2. Um, I can care less about the Venom movie. Uh, Definitely looking forward to seeing Ant Man Wasp. I'm looking forward to uh, How to Train a Dragon, the third one. Wreck It Ralph 2. Uh, Mile 22, the movie that's coming out later in August. So yeah. Um, okay. I want to see a Uncharted movie bad. I think they are doing it. Tom Holland is going to play a young Nathan Drake. If that's the last thing I heard. Uh, do you trust Electric Arts with Star Wars, or do you think they will give the license right back to Disney? I don't know. I don't know. Would you mind a 5 to 10 year gap for Marvel to introduce the Fantastic Four and the X Men? This is from Sin Quan. I don't mind maybe some of a time skip, like maybe not too long. That's too long for me. Um, maybe maybe a 3. I don't know. No, that's a little too long. I was wondering about when you reacting to Team React, not trying to pressure you to react to it. I was wondering about it. I hope you don't get offended by it. No, I'm not offended by it. Just I just get a lot of people ask me that more than anything else. When I react when I'm in the mood, because most of the time I record about 4 episodes if I do that. Sometimes I remember recording 6 episodes back to back, and I edited all day. I was just editing those back to back, so it was a little tough. But and I put up 6 episodes of that. Um, but I say the hardest part for me not reacting to them right away is not watching them, because I don't watch them. I don't watch them. I when when I react to them when I'm filming my reaction, that's my first time watching them. I've never watched them before. So yeah, it's hard. That's the hard part. In a Wonder Woman third installment, who do you think would Cersei's? I'm thinking Cersei's is a big player in this one too. I'm thinking because Steve Trevor is alive in 1984. How? How? Think about that. I wrote this on my Facebook, my Facebook on Facebook not too long ago. Not on my Facebook page, just under Facebook period. And I just spitball. I was like, I'm thinking a certain sorceress is behind Steve Trevor's being now alive, and she's going to use him just to prove that I can take your happiness away from you, just like that, and builds up to the third one being Cersei's. Giganta is cool, but no. I was reading Avengers Captain America last standoff, and Maria Hill shot herself in the foot in terms of not getting rid of the cosmic cube and a strong weapon. And yeah, you see how stupid she is. Yeah, see, he is stupid. Dylan, do you think we can see the Defenders on the big screen someday? Most likely. Most likely, I do feel that we will see the um, the Netflix characters truly part of the MCU, because they're a part of it, but then they're not. It's just stupid. I don't want to see them recast it. Just bring Charlie Cox, Mike Coulter, you know, um, Finn Jones, Jessica. I mean, I'm not Jessica. Kristen, Ritter, uh, Simone Messick. I'm forgetting who plays Colleen Wing. I'm always forgetting her name. Bring those characters. Yes, and even the Punisher. They could do it. Let's see. I hope it's true, but I heard Misty Knight may show up in the new Spider-Man film. I hope it's true. If that happens, if if Spider if Simone Messick's Misty Knight shows up in anybody's movie, especially a character that's in New York, then yeah, there's hope. Did you hear that Patrick Stewart is returning? Yeah, I heard he's in negotiations to praise his role as Jean-Luc Picard. I'm like, whoa, okay. Do you think? Do you think? Do you think for? Do you think for characters like Titania and Thundra, even She-Hulk's muscular female characters like that should be played by athletes, pro wrestlers, or would you rather have an actress put in the workout? A little of both, but put in the workout as well. Um, you know, Titania she's muscular, but she's not technically like she's not like female bodybuilder like steroid use muscular. She's very fit. There's different um incarnation of She-Hulk. Like some make her look very muscular, and some make her look very tone, like a female fitness model, which is great. For me, I would love to have for She-Hulk, I would like it to be a post female actress playing Jennifer Walters. Then when she gets the blood transfusion from her cousin, becomes She-Hulk, it's still that actress voicing her, but played by somebody else. That's how I feel that should go. And kind of how they did with Silver Surfer. You had the actor playing Surfer, but you had Lawrence Fishburne playing his voice. Lawrence Fishburne has even said he would love to play Galactus, voice Galactus in the MCU. Not bad. He got the range for it. If he lowers his voice, yeah, he got it. Um, who should play Bloodshot in the movie? I heard actually Vin Diesel is playing Bloodshot. He's playing Bloodshot. That's real. That's not fake. He's playing Bloodshot. Fine. That's cool. I'm fine with that. Bloodshot's another one of my favorite Valiant characters. Uh, what would happen? What time is it? Okay. What time? What would happen if the Kingpin was a Daredevil foe from the beginning? That would give Matt a more prominent and iconic arch enemy in his early years in the 60s. Yeah, true, somewhat, but um true, but I like that Kingpin, his two greatest foes are Daredevil and Spider-Man. Those are the two he wants to hurt the most. I like that. Um yes, in the beginning Daredevil was selling because a lot of people who had disabilities would tell Stanley, yeah, thank you for this character. But if you look at a lot of his villains, they were goofy. Some were goofy, they were goofy, and it didn't take long until guys like Ed Brubaker remade them. Look at Mr. Fear. When Brubaker took over him, he made him so much better than when he first debuted. So yeah, give him a lot of credit. AJ Daniels. That's another movie I told you guys I have not seen, so please don't ask questions about that. Um, is it would be nice to see Bloodwind on Black Lightning as their mystic user. We'll have to see because a lot of the first of all, we need to hear what the next season is going to be about. And I'm looking forward to season 2. So we don't know yet. Shadow God for you, Chris. Trust me. Are you going? You're going to love Todoroki half. Oh, I know the half ice. Yeah, he's cool. I like him too. The half ice, half fire guy. He's kind of creepy though, but I like him. I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of creepy, but he kind of comes off as oh God, what's his name? Um, Bug Boy from Naruto. Kind of quiet, like don't smile a lot. You know, kind of don't even show a lot of emotion, but he's good. Uh, who is the worst villain ever in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in your opinion? The worst? I definitely have to put Ronan up there because they screwed that character up. Um, and that character is just so good. How do you screw that character up? Um, I definitely put Ronan up there. Yellow Jacket too. I didn't care for Yellow Jacket. The actor's good, but they ruined that character too. Um, because Ant Man doesn't really have. I mean, they could have went with Crossfire, you know, as a villain, but and Whiplash. I thought definitely throw they screwed that character up too. I hate when you combine two characters together. You combined it Crimson Dynamo and Whiplash together was stupid, really stupid. Um, Do you think Roman Reigns, do you think it's Roman Reigns' fault that he's getting so much hate? This is from Marion McDaniel. No, I don't. No, it's not his fault. It's not his fault at all. Let's be honest. It's not his fault. It's just it's, creative. Uh, I mean, I would some of it. I would think he has some kind of backing to like go to create him. Like, hey, like, can I come up with some things? Show a little initiative. Instead of because what I don't like is like he's become this whining babe, and I'm like, oh my god, like, stop. It is what it is. Comic Freak X, how are you liking Ricochet? I love Ricochet. I'm loving him. I know who he was before when he came. I knew who he was. I never watched a lot of his work, but I knew who he was, Sean. I knew who he was. Prince Puma, all that. I knew who he was. And I'm just amazed at his agility, his 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 sense of balance is what I like. Like everything he does is so fluent. Like he has his base of gravity is so good. It really is like, yo, this dude's a mutant. I'm like, this dude is the way he moves is exactly how you would think Spider-Man would move if he was wrestling. Like this dude moves so fluently, and I love it. And I think it's his center of gravity. And because he's not a big guy, he's like 5'9", but he's at that average size where his center of gravity is so balanced that when he moves, it's like you're so amazed. And even as an opponent, if I was an opponent of his, I would have to kind of go off camera, like, oh my god, like kind of corpse, like, oh my god, like this dude is great. But that's how. But he's great. He is so good at what he does. But I like that he doesn't just want to be known for being, as he said it, a wrestling gif. Like just stuff, which I like. But his move set is just incredible. That flipping like ball move he does, I don't even know what you call it, but it's like my god, like the sheer measure of error, what could go wrong if he messes that up is unbelievable. Yeah, he's great. He's great. I love him. Keep it going. 10 more minutes. No, you know what? I'll go 15 more minutes with you guys. All right. Moving on. Okay. Okay. Going right now. Good night. Okay. Arden Cho as Lady Shiva. What do you think of that casting? For Arrow season 7 or a movie? Too young. If Arden Cho's going to be anybody, that's who I would cast as Silk. There you go. She's too young. Too young for Lady Shiva. Lady Shiva should be seasoned because she knows martial arts that are long forgotten. She needs to be older and very seasoned. I don't mean like that in a bad way, but just like if she comes on, whether it's on Arrow, Ali is no match for her. Like this is Lady, and I love Lady Shiva. She's one of my favorite DC villains or whatever you want to call her. But she is a badass that should be portrayed as a badass and not by a young actress like Arden Cho. I like Arden Cho, but she's too young, way too young, way too young. Silk, I could see. Do you want Marvel and Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts? Maybe it ain't. It's not hurting the game, so I don't. Who do you hate more, Maria Hill or Damian Wayne? Damian Wayne, stupid little big head prick. I can't stand that little fucker. Colleen Wing is played by Jessica Henwick. Thank you. That's I'm trying to remember her name. Couldn't remember her name. Some people blame Star Lord for what happened with the aftermath of Infinity War. Your thoughts? Yeah, it's kind of his fault. It is kind of his fault. It is kind of his fault. He didn't stick with the plan. So yeah, can't wait to see if Monica Rambeau in live action. Yeah, there's some people saying that she may not be playing Monica in Captain Marvel, but I'm still thinking it is her. Um, what is the most painful looking nut shot you ever seen in a movie? Oh God! Oh what? Um. Oh, Total Recall. Sharon Stone nut shot and she no she didn't. She stepped on his nuts with them high heels. She went clunk and he went and I'm like, oh my God, that made me like like God. Um. I would also say I'd also say Oliver Pratt from Ready to Rumble when he was getting kicked by his ex-wife. Those are those are painful too. Um, okay, sup kid, hey Shoujo. Star Trek topic. We will see the return of we will be seeing the return of the Q. Remember they said he said the trail will continue. Wait, what? Will we see the remember the Q? I don't know. I don't know. Are you going to see the Predator? I'm going to check that Predator movie out, the new one out. Looks interesting. Um, uh, Marita Bersi said she wants to play Selena Kyle as Catwoman in DC anime, DC Batman film. Would you think? Are you talking about who plays on Gotham? Who also plays? I can see her doing it. I could have saw her playing the Wasp. You know, she's so cute. She is so pretty. I ain't gonna lie. And that would be the only like okay, yeah, I could see it. And I'm thinking about her right now. I gotta stop. I'm stop. I will stop. Sinquan, I think you and I both like to see Jared Leto as Morbius. I think I think me and you both would like to see Jared Leto for Morbius for a Spider-Man film rather as a Sony film. Even Blade, I'd take that. What about you? No, I just was asked this question before. I wouldn't. No, I would want somebody. If you're gonna, I would want somebody else playing Morbius, not Jared Leto. Not at all. Um, I could see somebody else playing that role than him. What if Kingpin got superpowers on on level Phoenix on Phoenix? Wait, what? Wait, what if Kingpin got superpowers on level Phoenix? I don't know what you're talking about. Can you rephrase that question? Oh, and for the Hollow kids, I have not watched the Hollows yet. I have not watched it. It's on my list. Are you getting WWE 2K19? Most likely we will get it. Um, so yeah. Uh, I heard the Defender series was canceled. No, it's not. It ain't canceled. It's just they don't. It's not likely to be in right now. It's not canceled. Yeah, what is it? So I don't think it's getting canceled. It's moved. It's getting moved. Or it's not. It's not canceled at all. It's just right now they're focusing on individuals right now instead of a team. That's all. Do you approve that Ronda Rousey signed on to the WWE, or do you disapprove the direction she went and would go back to NBA? No, I'm fine. I'm glad. I'm cool that she signed with the WWE. Um, she's a fan, and she served her purpose in MMA. She did what she needed to do. Even if her last two fights were in defeat, if you will, she did what she needed to do. She has progressed that sport where you see in the next level of badass women come in her place now. So she's done what she needed to do. She's now a wrestler or WWE superstar. She doesn't feel she is yet, and I respect her decision on that. And she's still working her craft. She's getting better, and just give her a little bit more time, and this girl is going to be fluent, better than she is now, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. Bless you. Um, as far as the shows for WWE are today, are you more alike to are as far as shows for WWE are you more alike to the creative of Raw, SmackDown, or NXT? NXT. If I know what you're going with, can the creative for NXT is way better than the two main shows. Just want Ray Montoya has a question. Would you like that to happen in a movie or a TV series? Or well, I I love Renee Montoya. I love Vic Sage. I respect Vic Sage as the question, but I fell in love more with the question when Renee Montoya took over that role. So I would like to see her become that. I thought it was going to happen in Gotham, even though I don't watch Gotham, because Renee Montoya was in that show, and I thought it was going to happen there. The Gunder Muffin. Okay. Why couldn't they just continue Star Trek instead of making freaking prequels? You're asking the wrong person that question. They don't seem to be doing that bad because people are loving it. So Uh, here's my last question, Shadow. What are your thoughts on the and concerns of Nick Spencer, Spider-Man? I don't really have. Good night, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing where Spencer goes because he has experience, especially with Spider-Man villains. He was the one that did the Spider-Man foes video series, so he has the experience. Um, but I am looking forward to seeing what he does with Peter for the next chapter. Um, I really am. Yep. My only concern would be I don't want my concern would be too much regression, like stuff that I don't want to see, like Peter's. Like I want to see Peter grow, but don't keep him like the whole eligible bachelor. Like give him somebody. Every time y'all that Marvel gives him a girlfriend, they take it away. He had a short relationship with Mockingbird that ended. And I was actually liking that relation. I'm like, whoa, Bobby and Peter. I could dig it. Iron Man and Doctor Strange had a plan, but Star Lord fucked it up. Yeah, and Chris Pratt kind of has been hating on that too. Like y'all, he's keeping going. Like y'all got to stop that. But it is kind of true. It's like Star Lord fucked it up. Um, the CEO of Ubisoft said the next generation of consoles will be its last. What are your thoughts? I don't know. I don't how can he predict that the CEO of Ubisoft saying that the next generation of consoles will be the last that how does he know? Yeah, he can't make that decision. That he's only the CEO of Ubisoft. He's how does he know that? Where did you read that from, Perry? That's a really I he can't make that. But okay. It's still his fault. It's still his fault. He flipped out he when he found out Gamora died, he's still flipped out. It's still his fault why this happened. Don't take that away. Don't say it wasn't, because it's still his fault. You want to throw all more blame. You can kind of say maybe it's Thor's fault. He was a little late. He should have came a little earlier. You know, maybe he should have aimed for a hand, but still, it's still it's still Star Lord's fault. This happened. Still, it's still his fault. Um, could Light Younger from Death work as a Batman villain? I don't know, because I don't really watch Death Note. I'm not really big into that. I saw that and I saw the concept. I'm like, but then I'm just like, this isn't really turning me on too much. I'm just what it is. Okay, what is it about Rogue that you love so much? Is this a trick question or what? I got emotionally attached to Rogue real quick, real fast, real quick. How would you feel if, in the beginning, because Rogue can control her powers now, how would you feel if you would never, ever again in your life feel the touch of somebody you love? Every time you touch somebody, you on the brink of killing them. You could put them in a coma. How would you feel? How would you feel if somebody who you thought loved you is using you? That was Rogue when she first debuted in Avengers Annual number 10. She could have turned out to be one of the Avengers or just Marvel's greatest villain ever. Probably nobody could beat her, because all she would have to do is, I got you, you're dead. I got you, you're dead. But she turned the corner. And the more I kept reading her, the more I'm like, oh my God, I want to give this woman a hug. I want to, I love her. I love her attitude of the fact that even though she has these devastating powers, she still has this undeniable personality that you're just like, it's got to be a Southern thing. And the fact that Marvel decided to have her go on a walkabout in a sense and have her learn how to control these powers and come back, and I think it was the first person she touched. I remember it was Gambit, and she's just touched him, and she was like, and Gambit's like, whoa, like you control, because at one point Marvel, they got rid of her powers for a while, but they came back, and but she now Rogue is one of my favorite female comic character before everybody else. Truly a true example of not letting something so devastating that happened to you alter you. There you go. What Travis was saying, what would happen if the Phoenix has Phoenix level power? That's stupid. I'm not even, no. That's, I don't even think he's even worthy of the Phoenix even giving him powers. What would happen if Kingpin got hit by gamma radiation and became a Hulk? Uh, I don't know. It's just weird. Would you like, who would you cast as the Marvels? Who would you cast as Marvels? Oh, who would I cast as Mr. The Fantastic Four? That's a hard one. Well, I actually would go with the actor who plays who's um oh man, I'm forgetting his name. What was the quiet the actor that was in that? I would cast him as Mr. Fantastic. Um, you know what? I would actually cast him and his wife. What's his wife's name? Oh my God, as Sue and Reed. I still feel that I need somebody. I need Johnny a little bit older. So I think Zach Efron still has that. He has that Johnny attitude that I can see him pulling off. Ben Grimm. I'm not sure. Ben Grimm is Ben is Pre-rock form, Ben Grimm is always the hardest for me. Who I would want him, but I know I would not want Ben Grimm looking as disgusting as he did in that other crap. Like, I don't want him CGI either. I don't. Practical, practical costume, everything. All right. Since Daredevil has been renewed for season three, what is your predictions in regards of Matt and Elektra? Will they get back together again, and see will she maintain her enhanced abilities from Defenders? Most likely, she probably will if she is in the series. I'm thinking the season three is going to be basically Born Again, is the Born Again storyline. Um, so that's what I think is going to happen. Um, Bullseye is going to be in it, so yeah. If Jessica Jones season two finale, if you've seen Jessica, I have not seen Jessica Jones yet. I have not even watched Jessica Jones season two. So yeah, I have to watch that. So I'm gonna skip that question. Worst wrestling botch injury. Jesus. Um, I want to say Sid when he. I'm done. I'm not even going. Oh God. Doctor Strange said that there was no other way. No other way. Somewhat. He. I heard. I heard it off on a uh, YouTube vid somewhere. See, don't believe all that stuff. I don't buy that. Don't believe that. Last question. I am as much hyped for Devil May Cry 5 as you are. Are you looking forward to more of the story, gameplay, weapons, or all above? All above, because now I'm really if the guy who cut off Nero's arm is Virgil, who isn't Virgil Nero's father, I think. I'm just reading the novels too much, but cut over and reason why Dante looks so older because this is Dante after Devil May Cry 2. Remember, he went into the demon world in 2 because in 2 he was already older, but 2 but now he comes out and he looks a little older. I can see that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to just all what they're going to do. Marvel's Inhumans has been a big disappointment and was canceled. Do you think they should have rebooted? It should have stayed a movie. It should have stayed a movie. It shouldn't have even been a TV series in general. Um, and that's the last question. All right, guys. Um, I haven't seen the Krypton show yet. I'm going to binge watch that as always. But all right, guys. Other than that, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming through. I'm going to end it and wrap this up. If you do have any other questions, I'll answer them when this video goes up or so. But other than that, I'll see you guys next month. I'll give you two more live Q&A segments next month. I will be streaming some more games later as well. I'll probably hit you guys next Sunday again with some more. Maybe some more Dead by Daylight. Maybe some Monster Hunter gameplay. I'll show you my character, Monster Hunter. Maybe and more some maybe some more Street Fighter. Maybe this time I can finally do some online gameplay for you. Because last time this Sunday when I was trying to do it, it was updating and so I couldn't do online gameplay. So maybe some Dragon Ball Z Fighter, all kinds of other stuff for you guys. Um, I'm gonna alternate as well. Like I'll do some gameplay here. There'll be some certain games I'll do here, of course, and of course, a lot of gameplay will be on my gaming channel. So definitely subscribe to that channel as well. A lot of retro gaming you're going to see on this channel. There's a playlist I have that has some retro gameplays that I did. You want to see something real funny? Go watch my gameplay of Ghouls and Ghosts, Ghouls and Goblins. I couldn't even get off the goddamn first level. It's been so long since I played it, but I was couldn't even get off the freaking first level. It was so funny. But other than that, guys, you guys take care. Mumford and Kid, your alpha, bidding you my pack. I'm the Geek High Lord. Peace, one love. Stay tuned. Keep it real as always. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for subscribing. Hit that play button. Uh, hit that thumbs up. Like, subscribe, share. Follow me on all different social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. And yeah, I have to get back to answering all those questions on Tumblr. I get a lot of those questions too. I have a segment for that. But you guys take care. See you guys soon.